Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Chicken breast is one of the meats that has proved to be very tricky to cook because it tends to come out really dry, and most people don't like it because we like to enjoy our chicken very juicy and at the same time delicious. I'm going to be showing you one way that you can cook your chicken breast and have it come very juicy and also delicious. Let's get into the ingredients. We are going to start by seasoning the chicken breast, and I'm going to show you what you need to make sure that your chicken is well flavored. From the left, we are going to need chicken breast, 2 bell peppers, they can be red or green, 1 lemon, 2 large onions, cilantro, ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, turmeric, and our secret ingredient, cream of mushroom. For my seasoning, I have a couple of seasonings that I'm going to use. This does not mean that you need to have all these seasonings. You can use whatever is available to you. I'm using smoked paprika, herbs de Provence, thyme, poultry seasoning, garam masala, cayenne pepper. Perfect for chicken, which is something I've been trying out. It has sage, thyme, and rosemary. Each of the seasoning, I have a 1/4 teaspoon of each on the small plate. You're going to need a food processor or a blender. Today I'm using a food processor. 1 of the large onions, chop them. They don't have to be finely chopped. Add them into the blender. Add your 3 cloves of garlic, ginger, turmeric, and then squeeze your lemon and add the juice into the mix. Blend them together until they are finely blended. When you choose to use raw onion, garlic, ginger, turmeric, and lemon to marinate your meat, it tends to give it a different flavor that you cannot get from the dry seasonings. I choose to use this mixture together with the dry seasonings, and I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of each in the mix. Mix them up together before we put them in the chicken. Set it aside and then prepare your chicken. Since my chicken breasts are so big, I'm going to cut them into halves just to make sure that they're a good size for one meal. Always make sure you wash your chicken. I had already washed mine, and after cutting them into 2, I'm going to put the mixed seasoning into the chicken breast and mix them up really good. Using clean hands, mix your spices together with the chicken breast. Make sure they are evenly distributed because we want the chicken breast to be well marinated by the time we are cooking it. After giving it a good mix, we're going to cover the chicken and set it aside in the fridge for 1 hour. What you can do is you can season your chicken the previous day and then just let it marinate throughout the night so that you can cook it the following day. or you can set it aside for 1 hour or 2 hours just to make sure that the chicken breasts are well marinated. Luckily, I had seasoned a different batch and that's what we are going to use today. I'm going to set this aside and freeze it for another day. Turn your cooker on medium and pour in your oil. I'm going in with the extra virgin oil and sunflower oil. The secret to having your chicken breast juicy is that we are going to pan fry it for 1.5 minutes on each side. This allows your chicken breast to be brown on the outside and have a grilled crunchy taste while it retains the juiciness on the inside. It's been 1.5 minutes and I'm going to turn them over. You can allow yours to brown a little more, just don't let them overcook because you don't want them to get dry on the inside. I like how mine look and I'm going to turn them to the other side. We're going to set this batch aside as we still have a few more to go. The second batch is ready and I'm going to set it aside too. Add in the extra onion that we had and then pour in some oil. At this point, you can turn up your cooker if the heat is too low. We want the onions cooked, but they're not supposed to be caramelized or brown. We want them translucent, and then we are going to add in the next ingredients. Our onions are ready. They are translucent, and I like how they look. We are going to go in with the bell peppers and the cilantro. The cilantros and the bell peppers are cooked, and we are going to go in with the cream of mushroom. This is how it looks. You really are not limited to using cream of mushroom. I'm using it because I like how it's well seasoned and the texture or the taste that comes out from the cream of mushroom. If you do not have it, you can have an alternative of whipped cream, or you can use coconut cream. Coconut cream is also very rich in the creaminess that we are looking for. So I can highly recommend, if you do not have whipped cream, you can also go for coconut cream. Add in some water as well as the remaining seasoning that was left after you took out the chicken. Give it a good stir, and at this point you can turn down your heat if it's too high, just to make sure that everything doesn't get burnt at the bottom. At this point, I'm going to add in my chicken breast and make sure that it's well mixed in the creamy sauce that's in the pot. At this point, I'm going to reduce the heat on my cooker to about medium. So if you haven't reduced the heat on your cooker, you can reduce it at this point. I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for around 45 minutes. If you're cooking it on high heat, you can let it cook for about 25 minutes, but I would advise you cook it for 45 minutes on medium heat. I actually forgot to add the most important ingredient, which is salt. So I'm going to go in with my salt and I'm going to add, and I'll keep tasting just to make sure that it's enough. Food can never taste the same without salt. Cover your food for around 45 minutes and we'll be back to check on it. It's been 45 minutes and our chicken breasts are ready. As you can see, it looks really good and delicious. The reason why we started by pan frying the chicken is because we wanted it to be brown on the outside, and then we've let it simmer for 45 minutes and it's well cooked on the inside. I'm going to serve these for dinner, and I'm going to cut the chicken inside so that you can see the juicy part of the chicken breast. This is how our final meal looks like. It's been an honor to share this recipe. Please try it. Let me know how it turns out in the comment section below. Subscribe, like, and share the recipe with your friends or family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.